If waiting to lose weight actually worked, you wouldn't be feeling this way. The belief is that I will feel better once I lose a few pounds and then I'll relax. And I get why that feels true, because you are thinking, when my stomach is flatter, I'll feel more confident. When my body changes, I'll stop overthinking. When I look better, I'll finally relax. But I want you to notice something, that when it keeps on moving, and in the meantime, you're still turning off the lights, covering your body, adjusting the whole time, thinking instead of feeling. What's up, ladies? My name is Rosie, and I make content for women over 40 to accept their current bodies and rebuild the self-esteem, confidence, and style they have been missing, so that they can look in the mirror and feel proud again, all without losing a single pound. Let's do this. Now let's get into it. Now, I have lived in this space longer than I should, telling myself things like, I'll feel like me again once I lose the weight. I'll show up differently when my body changes. I'll relax when I feel better about how I look. But the weight wasn't coming off like it used to. What used to take weeks took years. What used to feel easy felt frustrating. And while I was waiting, my life didn't pause. It kept on moving. Moments were still happening, but I was not fully in them. And I realized something. I was wasting years of my life waiting to get ready. And I had to be honest with myself. I wasn't just waiting to lose weight. I was waiting to become someone else, a version of me that felt lighter, more confident, more like me. And I kept telling myself, when I finally get there, I'll relax. Have you ever felt like that? I just need to get back to myself. Once I feel like me again, everything will fall into place. So you wait. But here's the truth. You're waiting for a version of you that don't even exist yet, to give you permission to live your life now. The lie is, I'll feel better once I get there. But there, it keeps on moving. You're waiting on a future version of you to give you permission to be present today. Most women think, I will feel confident when my body changes. But that's not how confidence works. Confidence is not something that you arrive at. It's something that you have to practice. It's how you show up, stay in your body, and allow yourself to be seen. I used to believe this too, that confidence was waiting for me, that once my body changed, that confidence would automatically show up. Have you ever thought, when I lose weight, I'll feel better, I won't overthink anymore, and I will finally feel better? Like confidence is something that you arrive at. Here's what I learned. Confidence is not waiting for you at the finish line. It doesn't show up when your body changes. It shows up when your behavior changes. We have been told over and over again, fix your body, and then confidence will come. But that's just backwards. Confidence doesn't come before the change. It comes from how you show up before it. Every time you say, I'll deal with that later, what you are actually doing is reinforcing the habit of avoiding yourself. Because the longer you wait, the more disconnected you will feel in intimate situations. The more unfamiliar your body feels. the harder it becomes to be seen. This one thing was hard for me to admit because I thought I was being patient, giving myself time, waiting until I felt better. But when I really looked at it and took a closer look, I wasn't practicing confidence. I was practicing avoidance. Have you ever avoided being fully seen until you felt better? Delayed showing up the way you wanted to with your boo thing? How about telling yourself, not yet, over and over and over again? Here's the thing. Every time you wait, you are reinforcing the habit of hiding. The lie is, I'll deal with this later. But later becomes next month, next year, the next version of you. You're not practicing confidence. You are practicing hiding. This is the part I had to learn on my own, but I'm going to share it with you. Even if your body changes, but if your thinking doesn't change, you will still overthink. Notice what is wrong. Feel self-conscious in new ways, because the issue was never just your body. It was how you were relating to it. You don't arrive at confidence. You practice it. And this is exactly what I help women do in my program called Bedroom Confidence After Weight Gain, which uses my Reclaim Your Sexy framework. And it teaches you how to stop being in your head, how to stop worrying about how you look, and how to actually feel connected to your partner again in intimate situations. Because when you are present in your body, everything about the experience changes. But here's where most women get stuck the most. They try to fix it on their own. They try to think their way out of it, push through it, or just become more confident. And it just don't work. I used to tell myself all the time, I got this. I just need to be more disciplined. I can figure this out on my own. And for a while, that felt empowering, like I was in control. Have you ever thought, I don't need help with this? I just need to get it together. I should be able to fix this on my own. So you keep trying, adjusting, starting over, telling yourself that this time it will be different. But the thing is, if you could have already figured this thing out, you would have done it already. Not because you are not capable, but because you have been trying to solve the wrong problem. What we have been told is this, that this is something that I should be able to fix all by myself. But this isn't about discipline, willpower, trying harder. It's about trying to understand what's actually happening underneath your behavior. And most women were never taught that. You are not stuck because you can't figure it out. You're stuck because you have been trying to figure out the wrong thing. And that is honestly why so many women get stuck here, because they keep trying to fix it on their own, using the same approach that created the problem in the first place. So in the next video, I am going to show you the biggest mistakes women over 40 make when trying to fix this problem on their own, and why nothing changes when you approach the problem that way. Well, that's all I have. As I always leave you, we have 20 to 30 good summers left, and we are what? Not going to waste them. Real question here. How much longer are you going to keep showing up like this? Lights off, in your head, just trying to get through the intimate moments with your boo. Because this does not fix itself. And it's not about your body. Get started now by clicking the link in the description. Let's change how you show up in the bedroom, so you can actually feel like yourself again.